biggest hits on TV, like the mystery drama Stay Close, playing royalty in the upcoming new series of The Crown. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Well, we're joined now by Sarah Parish and James Murray, who are here to talk about some of the incredible work they've done behind the camera. Good morning to both of you. It's lovely to see you. It's nice to have you here together, actually. Yeah. And quite right, too, because congratulations. I mean, this is quite staggering. You set up the Murray Parish Trust in 2014. £4 million on your own, 5.6 with other charities. I mean, that's extraordinary.
Yeah, we've done pretty
well.
well.
Good.
Yeah, it's sort of snowballed somewhat.
Yeah.
So explain how it started and what it's for, because there is obviously an incredibly painful reason that started this all off.
Well, we set up the charity in 2014 in memory of our late daughter, Ella Jane. She passed away in 2009 and spent most of her short life at Southampton University Hospital. And when she passed, we felt that we couldn't really walk away from the hospital without giving something back to the surgeons and the doctors and nurses and all the incredible people that helped us and her so much. So we started doing a couple of sponsored walks and a cake bake sale, and then 10 years later, we've turned into a sort of a fully profitable business.
And it really is.
Yeah, it's a full-time job. Yeah,
it's a beast. And we're really lucky that I think the narrative that Sarah just explained sort of gave the impetus for it to grow so exponentially, so quickly. And, you know, we can't run it on our own anymore because of its size and because of, obviously, we have a day job. So we're supported by brilliant staff.
Yeah.
Who we couldn't have done it without.
Will you...
Sarah, I'm just going to jump in here. Can we take your mic off and pop it on that side over there?
Yes, because we've lost your mic.
We've lost me.
We've lost your mic.
But now you can share.
How's that?
There we
Is
go.
that better?
Now you're both on the same
Can you both hear us?
And that's how sharing.
Is everything I just said completely?
No. We heard it. We heard it. And now we can hear you better.
Last time that you were in, you were talking about this IMRI piece of equipment. Now, I'd never heard about this. I mean, it sounds extraordinary. So it can be used during surgery, which is what makes it so unique.
It's an intraoperative MRI scanner, which is basically a one-stop operating theatre for children with brain tumours or spinal problems. At the moment, what's happening is a child will have an MRI scan at one end of the hospital and then they're wheeled down to the other end to have their operation, by which time their brain may have moved ever so slightly. So when the surgeon is doing the operation, the MRI scan that they took 10 minutes earlier might not necessarily correlate with what they're seeing in front of them. So the operation has to finish, obviously, and the child is taken to paediatric intensive care unit, where they're kept sedated for up to 4 days while the swelling of their brain goes down, and then the whole process starts again. So there are children having multiple operations. So this means the surgeon can put the child in and out of the scanner as many times as possible and remove that tumour in one go.
So just explain the involvement of Lego here.
That's an interesting involvement. Lego, or the Lego Foundation, have made a short run and a limited edition run of these fantastic pieces here that you see before you. And they are given to a select few number of paediatric hospitals to the children before they go into the scanner to help mitigate the fear of being scanned.
Do a 360 spin here.
It's so
it's not just the front.
Sweet.
No, the whole thing.
Look at that.
And it's that knowledge and understanding, like, does take the fear out of things for us adults. So with children, especially, when you might not understand the words or the language or...
Exactly.
You know, it's complicated, isn't it? It's Lego is a language they understand.
They did their research and they realised that kids, you know, when they take things apart and rebuild things, it helps them understand much better.
So the success is, you did it, you raised the money, and that's now at Southampton. So that's incredible. But obviously the fundraise, this machine carries on. And the next thing you've got is this art exhibition, and this is sculptures and these enormous hares.
Yeah, you've probably seen... Have you seen them in London?
I have seen them
those
about.
huge
Yes.
snow dogs, elephants.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but we're doing
Right,
hares.
OK.
We're doing Hares of Hampshire. We're having 30 beautifully decorated hares in and around the cities of Winchester and Southampton over the summer of 2022. They're all sponsored by different businesses. And
I'm hoping that's perspective and it's not actually that big.
It's huge. I hope it is. They're very difficult to move around. But they're beautiful. Local designers are doing them. We've got famous artists doing them. And at the end, obviously, they're all auctioned off and the proceeds go to the Murray Parish Trust.
It's incredible.
Well done, you.
Now,
well
as organising that, and anyone watching will be amazed at how much you're taking on and what you've achieved, you do have careers to run at the same time. So let's just talk about...
start with me, shall we?
the crown. So you're playing Prince Andrew.
I can confirm that I am playing a character called Andrew Windsor in the Crowd Connect.
And these are the major years we're up to now, the John Major
Yeah,
years.
that's
so
right.
This is the
90s.
Yeah, the 90s.
Yeah.
So the divorce.
The divorce,
separation from Sarah
Toegate,
Ferguson.
indeed. Yes.
And how do you feel about it?
Yes.
How do I feel? Well, it's kind of, if I'm being professional, it's not really my job to feel too much or judge the character. And remember, we're in the 90s, before all the things that
we know now.
Yeah, we know now. So I think, you know, I just have to read what's on the page, do my research, and play that quasi-fictional character. Because otherwise, it's just going to get in the way.
Yeah. And you're off to Italy, aren't you?
I'm off to Italy. Yes, I am off to Italy.
Did you forget?
God, yeah. Too much going on with the charity. No, I am. I'm off to do a little film in Italy. Next week, which will be great. Just a couple of weeks, but it'd be lovely to go back to Italy.
Well, congratulations with all the success. I mean, Stay Close, #1 in 71 territories. Obviously, industry, second series of that. Lots of people cannot wait for that to come back.
Yeah.
So come back and tell us more, please.
We will. We'll
Yes.
come back.
The Hares from the 16th of June. You can see them dotted around, as you've said. So well done, you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
for
Thanks
everything.
very much.